ENVE MOG, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's around the shop opinion, this is the greatest gravel bike there is right now. I think the thing that holds it back from being that for everybody is maybe two things: price and weight.
Yeah, so we're gonna take this one today and we're gonna try to make it under 15 pounds, and we're gonna do that with a $10,000 budget.
So in other words, what we're gonna do is we are going to try and build it for less than the stock red build and at less than the stock red weight. So let's go.
Let's go!
So the ENVE MOG, this is a size 54. It's the new Recon green color. The ENVE and MOG logos are gold, which I think looks really sharp. A couple of things I like about this frame. Three big ones for me. First, it's UDH compatible, T47 bottom bracket, 27.2 round seat post. So if you like gnarly gravel, you can put a dropper post in it. Clearance for 50 mil tires. You can put 3 bottles on it. You can put a bento box on top.
You can also put fork mounted bottle cages, bag cages. So it's adventure ready.
Great for bike packing.
Could be.
For sure. The weight of this, so claimed weight on ENVE's site, 950 grams. We find these usually come in about 100 grams over. This came in at 1,040 grams, and the fork was 442 grams cut.
Yes, that is with the bolts in them.
With the bolts, with the crown race.
Yes.
Have anything to say about the MOG frame? What do you like about it? Do you like the internal storage? I do.
Internal frame storage is incredible. And then versatility. I like that it does have fork mounts, bento box mount, bottom bottle cage, all those things makes it to where you can have a super ripping fast race bike. But then also if you want to try your hand at bike packing, it's capable. Maybe it's your one bike.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a really good point. We built up one of these recently where the rider wanted to race gravel on it. He maybe also wanted to bike pack, and he loved the bike so much. He got a second wheel set, threw some slicks on it, and it's also his road bike. So really versatile bike. Today though, we're gonna build this up as a weight weenie gravel bike, ready to shred some gravel at a race. And I'm excited to see how it turns out, so.
Yeah, let's get to some of the parts.
Yeah. MCFK gravel bar. These guys are out of Germany. This is 149 grams, short reach, shallow drop, a little flare on top. Kind of the perfect gravel bar in my opinion. It has the drill out so that you can do the internal routing.
Nice. So we've got the extra light hyper stealth stem. This is the one that actually has the holes for internal routing. It's a very aesthetically pleasing stem. If you like things like Paul components or the Garber cranks, they have a very similar kind of style of that machined metal that's really just kind of classic of a look.
Yeah. The extra light stem is 3D CNC machined, which is part of how they get them so light. They come with Thai hardware, laser etched graphics, and a lot of people don't like it when I talk like this, but it's just a sexy stem.
Yeah, folks.
All right, spacer stack, full spacer stack is 28 grams. We did some custom modifications so that it would work right with the extra light stem. And then the expander, 22 grams.
So just the standard headset that comes with the MOG. We didn't have to do anything special for that. This is 75 grams for the headset and then their piece that matches the frame. And then we've got a 5 gram house branded Fairwheel Bikes aluminum top cap and bolt.
It looks beautiful.
It is.
For the bar tape, we're gonna use our Fairwheel Bikes branded bar tape and hollow bar end plugs. Believe it or not, this is the lightest in the world, so you do want to pick some up. It's like 30 bucks.
Those end plugs that come with it, 3D printed hollow, look amazing once they're in the bike.
Chef's kiss, would you say? Yes.
Yeah, just full on wee-wee.
For the saddle, we're gonna do the Bjorn Court saddle. It's a 3D printed top with a carbon body, carbon rails, 121 grams. It's short nosed, really great for stability and doing longer efforts. A little pro tip, if you have one of these 3D printed saddles, be careful with the amount of chamois butter you use.
Maybe don't use any.
Just don't ask how we know.
Yeah. So we have the E1 seat post. These are 141 grams. Another nice little CNC machined finish up on the top here. These are only like $100, and for $100 getting a seat post that's 141 grams, that's pretty incredible. So
yeah,
run to the site.
Easy
Go
upgrade.
buy them.
Yeah.
Keep us employed. That is with just the standard ENVE collar, 12 grams. Could go lighter, but we just wanted to keep that nice, pretty little ENVE logo on there.
Oh, look at it.
It's handsome.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Easton EC90 ALX crank, 322 grams for the arms. Spider is 44 grams. It's from an LE crank set. We chose it because it works with the chainring we chose, which Cole will tell you all about right now.
We've got a carbon tie chainring on there. We're going 1x for this MOG. This carbon tie chainring is a 46 tooth, 71 grams, and then it's got KCNC chainring bolts that are only 6 grams. Only had to use 4 chainring bolts.
One of the big reasons we chose this setup for the crank is because the rider didn't need a power meter, so we figured that was a good way to drop a lot of weight. Something I didn't notice until I weighed these and was kind of looking at the numbers is these crank arms, they're really light. They actually come within 5 grams of Cybri cranks, within 5 grams of LE cranks. So they're like a legit weight weenie crank, decently stiff. I think this little metal plate is gonna complement the frame really nice too. Yeah, this is one of the parts of the build I'm really excited about, just because it's something different. It's really unique with the meshing of parts, chainring, spider, crank arms. The total weight of the crank is 444 grams for the, arms, spider, chainring bolts. That's about 125 grams less than the Force Explorer crank and about 70 grams less than the Red Explorer crank. So lighter than would come stock on the bike normally.
This is a ceramic T47 bottom bracket. That is 91 grams. Is this one that comes with the bike?
That's our house branded one. Ceramic, we didn't need to do dub since we're not doing a dub crank, so that was kind of the choice.
So it's a 30 mil spindle on this then?
Yes.
Yeah, I just read it. It is a 30 mil. And then the chain is 252 grams. We just have a standard Force chain. It should be within 1 to 2 links when they come with a T-type derailleur, so we may shed a couple grams off of this if we have to take any links off, but we'll know when we get to putting it on and we check the app and do all of the setup.
For the cassette, we chose the Garbrook 1052 because we wanted wide gearing on the bike. Oddly enough, it comes out to the exact same weight as the SRAM Force 1044 Explorer cassette. It's 345 grams, and it also pairs really well with
the SRAM Force derailleur.
I wasn't finished.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
So for the reason why we chose the derailleur, the Force derailleur, to stay within our $10,000 budget, and because this derailleur can work with the Garbrook cassette without any modifications. If we were to go with the Red derailleur, we would have to change the cage. The cage on the Red derailleur, the carbon's a little thicker, so it's not great shifting, and you have to do a different cage if you want to run a 1052. It also costs a little more that way. Weight difference, this is about 42 grams heavier than the Red derailleur, but the fact we're using a bigger cassette without any weight gain, it kind of evens out in the end, in my opinion. So this was one of the choices we made for the bike that was both budget oriented and compatibility oriented. We didn't have to do anything to this to run the cassette we wanted. The weight of this is 444 grams, that is with the battery. So that's what we're looking at for the rear derailleur. For the shifters, we are using the Force levers. This was another choice we made that was budget oriented, and there is a little weight perk. They weigh the exact same weight as the red shifters. So you're spending less money, you're getting the same weight. It's always something to be stoked about. 408 grams for the shifter set.
Those pair perfectly with just the standard SRAM force calipers. Doing a pair of force calipers with the force levers, it all comes out in the end to be a pretty good value. And for most riders, it's gonna be a great pair of calipers that look good, ride good, feel good, everything's good.
It's good for the budget, and
Really good.
difference between this and the red calipers is like 15 grams. So you're not gaining much weight, you're spending a lot less, and I mean 15 grams, you can save that in so many other places on a bike. So it's something I'm not worried about, and it sort of fits the bill in this case.
Yeah.
For the wheel set, we chose a bird wheel set, because bird is the word, right? On some of our lightweight builds, you've seen some bird stuff before. We've laced some rims with the bird spokes. They're made out of the ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. It's really strong. They use it in like a lot of climbing gear and sailing gear, stuff like that. It's super light, has like 15 times the strength to weight ratio of steel. So you're getting a lighter spoke than you would normally have by a couple grams per spoke. You're cutting a lot of weight. They laced it to the Talon hub. Really cool hub. It's a hooked flange. Free hub has a 36 tooth ratchet in there, a lot like a DT hub. The rim is 25 internal, 28 external, 25 mils deep. You can run it tubed or tubeless. Normally on the stock red build, you'll get the ENVE 4.5 wheel set. This is about 400 grams lighter, a little over 400 grams lighter than the 4.5 wheel set. The listed weight on the website, on the Bird website for this wheel set is 1,068 grams. These weighed out for us at exactly 1,068 grams. So respectable. I really think the Bird stuff is neat.
I think it's great. I do like an ENVE 4.5, but when you're considering the weight we need version we're doing here, these Bird wheels really kind of tick all the boxes for us. People tend to really like the vibration dampening of the spokes and some of the different ride feel that you get off-road with those. So it's a really, really cool concept, and they're great wheels.
Great wheel for a gravel bike.
Yeah. And then the axles, we're using just the standard ENVE through axles. Comes with it, saves us money, doesn't add anything to our budget. They're 77 grams. This is one of those places that if you're willing to spend $100 more or so, you could save 15 grams on doing some lighter axles. This is a easy choice, comes with it. Yeah.
So for the rotor, we're gonna do the KC&C Nordit. It's their center lock rotor. The set together came in at 199 grams. It's a great gravel rotor. You can see there's a ton of cutouts, which is how they make them so light. That being said, if this was like a dedicated road bike, I probably wouldn't put it on a bike that's doing like a ton of steep alpine descents where you're just laying on the brakes. The thing about off-road riding is you're a little more constricted to speed because of the terrain. So this makes it a great choice for a gravel bike. Lightweight, good place to cut weight in the rotor, so.
Tires, I'm quite judgy when it comes to tires. And this is a pretty nice tire. This is the ENVE Hex. So the ENVE Mogs are optimized for a 44C tire. The 44Cs come out to 909 grams. The bike is optimized for a 44C, but when you run the Hex, you can clear up to a 52 on it. So this bike could have a 2.1C tire on it, which we've built one of those. Check out that video. We did it in the Wayfinder Coral Mog. That was a really cool build. Not quite the same vibe as this. So the smaller tire for this rider who's gonna be doing probably some more like backside of lemon type rides where it's pretty chunky, but it's not super high speed, so you don't need that forgiveness of the bigger tire.
It's a really well-rounded tire, you know, decent flat protection, and it's not terribly heavy. So great tire, I like them. That's pretty much everything. And then after we get it all built up, we can sort of talk weights and final cost, and
Yeah.
drool over the bike together, which is customary here. So,
Goal is under $10,000 and for us to be under 15 pounds.
and I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to be under 10, definitely under 15 pounds. So
Yeah. It's all together now. The ENVE MOG, our lightweight build. We were able to come in at under $10,000. So we're at $9,500 for final build. We're gonna weigh it without pedals and cages. The goal was for us to get under 15 pounds. Picking it up, putting it in the stand. I think we got there.
yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Just the little things, the choice of cranks, the wheels, the bars. I think it's important to remember that you can customize, you can tailor a build, and actually have it turn out lighter and less expensive than the super nice build you get on a website. And you turn out with something that's even a little more unique in the end. You can get a dream gravel bike without having to spend 15,000 bucks. I'm kind of curious about what some people think about the wheel choice, the cranks, the bar and stem. Would they ride this as it is, or would they change anything? Let us know in the comments. Let's weigh it up and see where we came in.
Right on. Looking at 14.86. Flip that over.
0.8. Yeah. 6.7 kilos, which is really good actually for a gravel bike.
Yeah, 44 mil tires.
That huge cassette.
Yeah,
I mean, let's be real. The gearing, the big tires, 14.8 pounds is awesome. So yeah, we'd love to do something for you guys, to tailor a build, to do something really unique. Give us a call. We can help you pick parts, kind of narrow down what you want to do maybe, and we'll see you next time.